Can you just say your first and last name into the mic one time?
Brian Anderson.
Thank you very much.
How much did the snaps you got the last quarter and a half of the South Carolina game help you when you were forced to go in the other night after Nick got hurt?
It helped me a lot. I mean, just having any kind of good preparation that gives you game-like experience in a game is something that's very crucial to helping you stay calm in the field. A big thing that's really helped me is just kind of in preparation to the season, kind of taking practice reps more like game reps and trying to assimilate myself to what it'd be like in a game. And that way, once I got in the game, there wasn't so much nerve after the first couple of plays, because I mean, it was really just got to a point where I could get down and play ball. So.
And being on the field in the first game for those 90-yard drives, how much did that help your confidence as well?
That was a huge confidence booster. I mean, I think my first drive we went 98, and the second drive we went 95. And I mean, as that being my first big-time, prime-time game ever playing in, that was a big confidence booster in myself, especially going up against a great D-line that South Carolina had.
What did you learn from Nick Williams?
Shoot, I've learned a lot of things. I still am. It's such I hated that he went down like he did in the game. I wish him a quick recovery, but the biggest thing is just having that senior leadership that he had, him and Charlie both, but really Nick especially playing inside positions. That's something that really helped me out playing center, because me and him kind of adjusted the new offense together, and him just having the experience getting looks from different defenses, him kind of teaching me different things that different defenses will give. And even right now, he's still showing up to the 5:30 a.m. meetings and things like that. So just having him there for support during all times, and his leadership on the O-line constantly is something that's huge and always helps me.
This might overlap with Andrew's question a little bit, but what are the nuanced challenges playing the center position that, and once you get in there, you really realize that it's tough to do that maybe we don't know about?
Sure. I mean, center position is something that's very communication heavy. It's something that you're going to be given a lot of defensive fronts. From South Carolina to Miami to Wake Forest, we're seeing a whole lot of different defenses. Wake Forest plays a whole lot of multiple fronts. It's something that you really got to game plan a lot for and adjust to depending on what they give you. So just being vocal and being able to step up and play the role to help the line is something that you got to do. You just got to be willing to kind of put yourself down to help everyone else.
Well, Brian, how are you as a talker? Because background has told us many times in here that the offensive line, he said that you guys don't talk at all.
Yes, sir.
So how is it that when you talk about communication, so how's that coming in for you?
Yes, sir. One of the roles I try to play is I try to be as communicative as I can, talking with other guys, relaying calls and things like that. And one thing I really try to hone in on is just being very loud in everything I do. And through practicing that way from when we first installed the offense, just being loud really builds confidence. And then especially when you get in the game, it kind of can clear up some confusion at times when some people aren't sure who's decked, who we're working towards, or things like that. So just being loud and being confident in your calls is something that I try to bring to the table to help everyone out.
Is making those calls, that one of the biggest adjustments you had to make when coming to this, playing at this level because of the diversified defenses that you face?
Sure, yeah. And I mean, just adjusting to center in general from high school. Now I'm about to be a redshirt sophomore, or I am a redshirt sophomore. Just getting used to that at the center position, but really under the new offense especially, I've been put in the role to identify a lot of different defenses and make a lot of different calls. So that's something that was a big adjustment for me, but it's something that at this point now I'm kind of used to. So when I'm on the field, I can kind of just get out there and play my ball.
What's it been like working with Sam Howell, with him under center? Anything stands out?
Working with Sam's unbelievable. He's a heck of a ball player. Something that now that I'm kind of an older guy, I haven't really seen a lot of, seeing a young guy that's that level-headed. It's something that every single day, when I talk to him at lunch or in the locker room or even during practice, he's always very level-headed. And something that's very evident in games is that whether it be the first snap of the game or the last snap of the game, he's always very confident. Something you see in him is he's very, we've had a couple times where we've gotten delayed games and a couple times where blocking schemes weren't drawn up right, and he might have gotten sacked. For instance, the other night was 4th and 17. He was just as calm during that as he was during 1st and 10. So just having that stability in the backfield is something that's huge for our offense and awesome to work with.
What does get Sam excited? Because everybody says he's level-headed all the time.
Touchdowns. Touchdowns gets everybody in the field excited. So I think especially when we threw one play down the sideline in the first quarter, that long throw to De'Ami Brown. That's something I think whenever that play's called in the huddle, you kind of look at him, he gets a little smile on his face at times, because it's like sometimes things are drawn up and you just know it's going to be a good play. So
You get your first start.
Last
right?
one.
this is your first start, right?
Yes, sir.
You played some already, but I mean, I know you really wanted to go to UNC when you're in your recruitment, and now you're getting the stage to play on. What kind of emotions like heading to this game?
There's a lot of emotions. Really, I'd say it's not too overwhelming, just because the experience I've had in the last 2 games really has kind of helped me cool this down. And just as any game, when you first run on the field, I'm sure there'll probably be a little bit of nerves or whatnot, but at the end of the day, I'm sure it'll be very similar to everything that we've practiced.
All right, Brian, thank you.
Brian.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Brian.